Today, I'm going to be setting up my Happy Planner monthly layout for the month of April. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. I want to thank you all so much for pressing that play button today. And if you've yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider hitting that subscribe button while you're here. So yes, I will be decorating and doing a little bit of a setup for my Happy Planner monthly layout. So this is the dashboard of the monthly layout. You have the checklist following that, and then some notes pages. So I pulled the entire month out because I may actually set up some of the checklist pages and things like that to kind of get my month started. I have previously, at least this year, used this for my budget planning, or more like finance to-dos and budget goal setting. However, I am flipping things around or switching things up, and I will now be using this again for social media content planning. I say again because this was my planner of choice in 2024, but I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. So in 2024, I used two planners for social media. I used this planner as well as a teacher layout, and I did all of my planning in my teacher layout. And then this layout here, specifically this dashboard page of the monthly, I used to write some monthly highlights, monthly memories, like YouTube, Instagram statistics and things like that. But now I'm keeping that in actually a journal. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently, especially because this is going to be the only planner I'm using for social media. So this is going to be kind of the monthly overview. I have the monthly calendar. That is going to be where I'm going to brainstorm what videos are going to get released on what days and stuff like that. So here, I think what I'm going to do here is keep this to write down specific dates that things are due for PR. Here is going to be exactly what it is. Check it off. I think I'll go ahead and set some monthly goals. I don't really do that for social media. I try to keep that kind of out of it, but why not? Why not? It'll be very, very small goals, and it's probably going to be more along the lines of goals to keep me ahead of like filming and stuff, not necessarily like statistic type goals, just goals so that way I don't fall behind. That's what that's going to be. This will be decorative. This will probably be decorative, and I'll probably will just set some top priorities because why not? How I'm probably organizing this is totally going to change as I dive back into this for content planning. And then this I will be using probably like a whole page to plan out my YouTube videos. So I'll plan them out here, and then I will figure out what days are going here, and then I'll use the other checklist pages for other forms of social media. So I think that's it. I think that's like the rundown. I like to give a rundown because I might forget to tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. That tends to happen. But for stickers, I'm going to be using Spring Elements from Live Love Posh. You can use my discount code AGWP10 to save 10% at Live Love Posh. I was marking the boxes at one point. So when I did the calendars, I used this book for one of the layouts, and I was flipping through and I saw this sticker set, and I'm like, this is so gorgeous. But the stickers were a little big for the monthly calendar. So I figured let's use it here. It's very, very like welcome to spring. So let's do it. Yes, let's do it. Let's put stickers all over this page. Like I said, I have a plan for what is going to be going in each of these spaces because I do feel like this is definitely broken up into 4 distinct areas, or really 5 distinct areas. But I still am not going to need that much room. So I definitely can add stickers all over the page, which is what I intend on doing. Like I said, these are bigger stickers, so there aren't too many spreads I can put them on. So I felt like this worked perfectly. So the Spring Elements, actually all of the Elements sticker books from Live Love Posh, do come with a few pages of functional stickers. Now, the functional stickers that are in the back of the book are kind of general colors that are throughout the book. So these colors do not match this particular set perfectly. The purple is pretty spot on. The blue is a little like of a brighter blue than the blue that is in the florals, and the yellow is definitely brighter than the florals as well. However, I feel like the yellow is fine. The blue is definitely a little bit of a different color blue, and then the pinks are a little off. I feel like for some reason when it comes to pinks, a lot of times within spreads, it's easy to use different shades of pink, so those don't stand out as much. But yeah, that was kind of making it a little hard. So especially when I was thinking about the box colors I wanted to use. So I knew I was going to be using purple boxes. That was the one box I was going to use. And then I decided to do purple, yellow, and pink boxes. Definitely wanted to kind of stay away from the blue a little bit just because I felt like it was so much different than the other blues. But that's beside the point. That you guys don't care about that. That's me just going off on a tangent. So as I said, on the top right part where Jot It Down was, and I ended up covering that with a box sticker, I'm going to use that to jot down the important dates when it comes to any of the companies that I currently PR rep for or am an affiliate for, any type of sales they have going on this month, any new releases or anything like that. I'm going to write the date down, then put like a colon and then what it is next to it. I'm going to keep it pretty simplistic for this. I used to have 2 calendars and I felt like I needed 2 calendars. I will find out at the end of this month if I do need 2 calendars or not. Because what I used to do is I would have one monthly calendar where I would kind of plan out what days I was going to release certain videos. And then I would have another calendar that would have all of the PR tasks on it. But realistically, the only reason why I'm like, I might be able to get away with just having one calendar is because a lot of sales happen around the same time, or a lot of new releases are on Fridays. So even though it seems like a lot, there might only be like 5 or 6 the entire month as far as sales and new releases. So I'm like, I think I can get away with just putting bullet points on the page and highlighting it that way. And then I can note those dates over on my catch-all planner, because I feel like I definitely know that I'm in my daily catch-all every single day. So I think I'll be more aware of it if I transfer that there than having a second calendar in my social media section. So the boxes that I put at the bottom of the right page, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with those. None whatsoever. It was just like, I can't fill the whole area up with stickers. I mean, you could, but these stickers, it just kind of wouldn't flow very well. So I just added a few boxes. I kind of have some random ideas. At one time I was like, I can note any purchases that I may make from the shops that I'm an affiliate for, or something like that, just so I can see how much money I'm actually spending, because I try to ignore that, or something like that. I don't know that I'm going to do that. It's just like a kind of thought that I had. Who knows? At the end of the month, it could be blank, and then I might find that I don't need that space at all. So we'll see. So I love decorating this monthly layout. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite layouts to decorate. But as watching the video, as I do this voiceover, it's fun to decorate, but it can be difficult because of the distinct areas and how it's all divided. So you have like a graph, grid at the top, and then you have your checklist, and then you have dot grid. I'm talking about the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, you had dot grid and then lines. So it's almost like separate areas. And sometimes like I'm like trying to create like themes within each area, like that top left hand. I was like, I'll put all of the planner related stickers and stuff over there, but I just don't love it. I didn't love it while I was working on it, and like even looking now, I don't love it. So spoiler alert, I do like take some of those stickers off and replace them somewhere else, because even though everything is like broken up in our like distinct areas within the spread, it still feels like it needs to like be a little bit more cohesive, which can be a challenge. It definitely can be a challenge. And then the last thing I'm going to say before I kind of just let you watch the rest of the process is I absolutely love paper stickers for this particular layout just because I can kind of cover up some of the titles and things like that that I don't use. Can cover up some of the lines, some of the bullet points that I don't want to use, where you really can't do that with clear stickers. When it comes to paper stickers, they're so hard to layer on top of one another because there's a border. And these stickers do have a fairly thick border, so I have to do quite a bit of kiss cutting around a few of the florals just to kind of have the ability to layer them. And then the last thing that I'm going to like end up doing here is going through and picking some quotes as well, which you can see the one quote that I already used on the bottom right. I just feel like it helps kind of break up all the color because this is a very bright and colorful spread. So I felt like I needed quotes rather than additional stickers because I think additional stickers would have made it look cluttered, whereas the quotes kind of fill in the blank area with something so it doesn't look like it's missing something, but it doesn't look cluttered. So I'm really, really happy there were quotes in this book. I always forget to use quotes a lot of times, but I think I need to use them more to help fill in the space, like I said, without adding clutter. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead, let you guys kind of just watch the rest of this process, and then I'll probably pop back in just to kind of explain my thought process when I decorate the next few pages. So now on to the more functional pages of this particular layout. So as I mentioned, what I'm going to do for the checklist is I'm going to have a page per function. You'll see in a minute, I pull header stickers from Martina's Sticker Company. I got some custom script stickers done. I'm also an affiliate for Martina's Sticker Company, so you can use AGWP15 to save 15%. But I'm using them to kind of label what each page is for. So like I'm going to have a page for my YouTube videos, a page for my like Instagram post and things like that. But because this is the first time that, like I said, I'm only using this planner and I'm not using a supplemental planner, I'm not 100% sure how much space I'm going to need. This might be completely filled in by the end of the month. Probably not, but it's possible. So I really was nervous about putting stickers everywhere. Yes, I just said that. So what I did to like decorate this page is I pulled some Live Love Posh washi out and I just kind of added it to the top to add some color. And I really wanted to use up the rest of the stickers in this sticker set. So what I decided to do is just put all the stickers down the center. I just feel like when you put stickers down the center, you can still see it. It still makes it look decorative, but it takes absolutely no functional space whatsoever. The biggest difficulty comes in having to cut the page and making sure you don't actually cut the page and you're cutting the sticker instead. So like that's the only trick, and then you have to repunch any holes that you cover. I have a We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile punch, which you can pick up I believe I have seen them at Michael's off and on, and they are at Amazon as well. I do have an Amazon storefront where I link some of my favorite planning supplies, and that is one of them. It's a great tool. You can punch one at a time, so it's a little bit easier than the Happy Planner punch when you only have a few to punch. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to these checklist pages. I'm just going to keep things simple. I'm going to keep the decorations to a minimum. You'll see I'll even remove that floral that I have on the bottom of the page because I was like, oh, I think it's going to take up too much room. Again, it may not, but I'm not sure. So that's where we're going. I do end up going ahead and decorating every single page here. So I will also decorate the notes page. However, I was still nervous about putting stickers everywhere there. So you'll see I only put a few stickers there. So yeah, this is just to show you guys how to kind of use up some extra stickers to kind of decorate this layout, but keeping the function still there, especially if you guys want to use this more as a planner. Maybe that's not the right word, but basically each set of 6 bullet point sections, there are 31 of those. So you can label them or date them 1 through 31 in order to have enough for the entire month. So you can kind of treat it as a regular planner, you would say. So like in that case, you can't really decorate it with stickers in those spots because you lose some of the necessary function. So hopefully this maybe gave you guys some ideas of how to decorate this very minimally, but it still kind of looks decorated. All right, so with that said, I'll pop back in at the end and wrap it up. Okay, so here we go. This is using the entire sticker set from Spring Elements plus some of the quotes from Spring Elements, and then I did bring in some Live Love Posh washi on the other side. This is really pretty. I really like this. Definitely needed the quotes. I think the quotes help bring it kind of, I don't know, the quotes really add something here. I feel like if I would have added more stickers, it would have been too much, but the quotes fill the space and kind of bring it together. You know what I'm saying? So there we go there. Super pretty. And then I had to kind of go basic here. I didn't want to cover up any of the writing room. Like I had a sticker here and then I removed it. So there we go. I added a decorative elements here. I didn't even want to add it to the sides. I'm like, let's just do this. So I got that there. Look how cute that looks though. It actually looks really cute. And then here, of course, you could decorate to this. Did I cut that one? Yeah, I did. All right. And then here, I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, so that's the reason why I did this. I haven't ever really used this before, but some of the other things I could do is just because this is my social media planner, it doesn't mean that I have to limit it to just social media. I could write like planner spread ideas, or for like my bullet journaling, I can write bullet journaling ideas. Even if I don't film them for content, I can just do anything planner or journal related as far as notes here. So I may actually use it for that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And this, I was like, if I have only a few stickers left, I'm going to go ahead and decorate this. I felt like I didn't really want to add it to these pages. So I'm like, let's just decorate this. Who knows? I may use it. I may not. But now we have every single page decorate it. We have a couple pages, the monthly layout and the dashboard heavily decorated, everything else very minimal, but there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider hitting that subscribe button while you're at it. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.